Hi everyone, it's Denise. I'm on here to take you with me for my walk again. And I feel God wants me to get on here to talk about like warnings, like if you get a warning from God and different things, right? Like that. I'll tell you some stories about what happened to me and others. Because like I told you, right? Like God speaks like to me through me, like I'm a prophetess, right? I don't like saying that. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been around a lot of narcissistic people who said, because there's a fine line. Like, do you have pride when you call yourself a prophet or a prophetess? And do you really have to put that title? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So, anyways, that's a whole nother story. But anyways, I want to talk to you guys about like if you get a warning from God, like, because like God speaks to me all the time, and there's times where like he gave me warnings and I didn't take it seriously, and then bad stuff happened. And same with when he gave warnings to people through me and they didn't listen. And then what God told these people through me, warnings, they didn't listen, then exactly what was said through my mouth happened. So I'm going to tell you guys some stories. Number one, I just want to say, it doesn't matter what God's telling you to do. It doesn't matter if it seems big or small. Like, we got to listen. We got to listen to God. Obedience is key. Like, fasting. I know it's not easy, especially when God gets you to do harder fast, but like I said, it could mean life or death, so it's serious you do these fasts. Like, I'm going to tell you a couple stories about me. So there was, let me think of what story. Okay. A while ago, God was getting me to do a lot of dry fasting, right? Concerning witchcraft and all that. And I did a 3-day dry fast like he told me to. But he wanted me to do another 3-day dry fast the next week. And I found the next week it was hard to get into it again. I kept start, stop, right? And so anyway, I went to go, like before I went to go eat, because I was start, stop. I heard him tell, what is going on around here? Anyway, so I went to go eat, but before I went to eat, I heard him say to me something along the lines like, the next time you slip up, if you don't do what I'm telling you to do, something bad's gonna happen. So let's pause, okay? If God's telling you to do something, you're not doing it, it's not good. It's an open doorway for you to just be attacked. It's really bad, okay? Like, you're rebelling, you're not listening to God, right? So anyway, I didn't take it serious, and I went and ate. So I was boiling hot water, okay? I was boiling hot water to make teas, and I went to grab the kettle, right? Went to grab the kettle to pick it up. It slipped out of my hand. All the hot water poured down my waist area. I had a like 2nd-degree burn. It was really bad. I had to go to the hospital and everything. It was really bad. So God warned me, because witches, they will send things. They'll send witchcraft to cause you, and I know that's what it was now, but they'll send things to cause you to get like in car accidents, or to cause accidents to happen at home like that, for you to get injured. It goes on, right? So I didn't listen to God, and look what happened. I got a bad burn, right? So there's one story. Let me think of another one. I'm trying to think here. Okay, I can't remember anymore. I know there's a couple more probably, but so anyway, there was this time, what one should I tell you first? Let me think here. Oh, okay. First, let's tell you this one. So remember I told you when I lived with my parents before in Northern Ontario, that Christian family across the lake, they were related to that witch who lived beside me that was warned against me, right? So anyway, I knew that that family that was related to her, I knew that they were being targeted by my old neighbor who was a witch and the coven she was involved with. I just knew it, and stuff I would hear, I just knew she's targeting them too. This isn't good, right? And so I'm not going to get into details because it's too much for this whole story, but I'm going to tell you just the gist of it. So when me and my parents moved down there was a court case going on around the lake. And with people involved around the lake, it was just a big drama thing, right? And I just knew once I got to know some people down there, I just knew this is all stems from witchcraft, right? Because of my old neighbor and the coven she's involved with. They were targeting this one family on the lake. And I knew it all stemmed from witchcraft. And sure enough, what I sensed, God told me was the truth. So he got me to go, he told me, I want you to go over there and tell this family, okay, listen to this, to tell this family, if they don't pull out of the court case, they're gonna regret it. Like something bad's going to happen. And he wanted me to tell them that if, what was it? Yeah, if they don't pull out of the court case, something bad's going to happen. And he wanted me to tell them the truth, that none of this court case should have happened with these people around the lake. It's been all orchestrated by witchcraft because of their family member, who was my old neighbor, who's a witch, and the coven she's involved with. And that they should pull out because something bad's going to happen to them if they don't, right? So oh my goodness, it was an attack to even get over there to tell them. God had me up all night telling me what to tell them. I was rehearsing it. I was scared because I thought, oh, this is their family member. Like, I know their family knows she's trouble, but at the same time, it's their family member, and you're getting me to go over there and tell them all this. And how do I know this is really you? And how do I know this is really you, God, right? I was freaking out. So anyway, I did it because I thought, okay, God didn't even let me sleep. He had me up the whole night rehearsing, telling me, this is what you're going to tell them. So I went to leave that day. The demons and my mother started manifesting on me. Because she knew I was going over it. Like, it was bad. Like, I was getting attacked from the demons through my mom. I got out of the house finally. Then, the neighbor who was a witch, right? Her mother lived beside her too. And she was like in with Amy with all that kind of stuff too, right? And anyway, I'm walking to that family's house across the lake, right? From the roadway to go tell them everything God told me to tell them. And there comes the witch's mother. Oh, are you all right, Denise? What are you doing? Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, leave me alone. Like, it was a full-out attack for me to even get to this family to tell them a warning from God and the truth about what was really happening. So I got there. I was so nervous, but I told them exactly what God told me to tell them, that if you guys don't pull out of this court case, because it's all been stemmed from witchcraft, none of this should have never happened. Something bad is going to happen to you guys. So they're looking at me like I'm crazy, right? They're looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm just like, so anyway, that was over done with. I did what I felt God told me to do. So there's a lot of stories in my life, but I don't want to get into certain ones. So let's just put it this way. I ended up moving out from my parents' place at a point in time for a while. Ended up backsliding. It was really really bad stuff happened. I don't want to get into that yet. So anyway, when I came back to live with my parents, maybe about a year later or more, yeah, that's what happened. My mom told me, because everyone gossiped around there. It was really bad. Everyone knew everyone's business, right? It was a really small town. So my mom told me, because I remember telling my mom the warning I felt God was telling me to tell them, right? And the truth about why this court case was happening, it should never happen. It was all stemmed from witchcraft, right? So anyway, my mom told me, oh, did you hear what happened to that family across the lake with the court case? I said, no. She goes, yeah, in the end, I'm not trying to say names. I know I already slipped up a bit. I didn't mean to. So their relative, who was the witch that my parents lived beside, she pulled out of, because they ended up losing in the court case, right, against that other family. And so they got sued for something. I forget the exact details. The witch pulled out of the court case. And that family, that Christian family, who God warned, had to pay all the court fees. I mean, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars. So when I heard that, I said, that was God. I said, I told them. I said, God told me to tell them. And she remembered. I said, Mom, I told them that it was all stemmed from witchcraft, and God told me to tell them if they didn't pull out, something bad was going to happen. So the exact words that came out of my mouth that God told me to tell them happened. They got stuck with all the legal court fees. It was bad. So there's another example. If you really feel God's telling you, and even if, listen to this, because the devil likes to trick too. Even if someone says, oh, this is a word from God, you go seek God. Because you'd be shocked. Sometimes the devil's manipulating your emotions in your mind, making you think it's not of God, and really it's God. If you hear someone, oh, I hear God say this, you better really seek God and make sure it's God. It could be or it could not be. But the more that I was on this journey with God, him speaking to me, he kept showing me it was him. Yes, none of us are perfect and the whole world's deceived. So yeah, at times I was deceived. Who isn't? You know what I mean? But he kept showing me this is him, right? And then, and another story was when, okay, I gotta go left here. This guy online I was talking to before, right? I'm not gonna say names, but he was backsliding. Like, he believed in Jesus and all that, but he got out of jail. He was backsliding. He was drinking. He was in and out of jail again. And God told me to tell him, if you don't stop your drinking, you're going to end up in jail again. Right? So God got me to tell him that, like, to behave. Like it was a warning, right? And sure enough, I didn't hear from him for a good maybe, 2 weeks or longer. He got out of jail and he said, yeah, it happened. So that was another confirmation, like it was God. And listen, I've gotten warnings from God too, like one-on-one with him. And like I said, bucking him with fasting or certain things. Like, I'm telling you guys, this is serious. Like, he's not a cruel God, but God sees everything. And you think he's just going to let us go around and misbehave? No, he wants us to behave. He doesn't want us sinning. Do you know what I mean? So, that's what I feel today. I'm just trying to think if there's another story about me with the warnings. I can't think for some reason right now. I'm trying to think. This. Every time God says, listen, anytime God, like because I'm in prayer, I'm a seer too, right? I can see in the realm of the spirit, right? So anytime I see, in a vision, like God shaking someone or God shaking a church, or if I see the word shaken being right in front of me when I'm praying or anything like that, it's like, it's not a pleasant thing. Like, God, because God told me, a great shaking's coming to you, right? But it's for your good. But when you hear God saying that there's a great shaking coming to your life, it's not no happy la-di-da thing. It means like things are going to get shook up, and things usually get pretty wild to make you to cause you to behave and do what like God wants you to do. Like, I'm going through a shaking right now. Listen, God will use our enemies to get us to our destiny. That's what he's doing, okay? He doesn't allow us to be attacked from these witches for no reason. He's using our enemies to cause us to reach our destiny. He's using our enemies to teach us how to war against the enemy. And yes, God brings shakings. And every time God has got me to tell someone a great shaking is coming upon your life, like, right? Things get wild in the person's life I said it to, and I said, I told you God said it, but people don't believe, right? Until things happen. So that's why I always say, you better really seek God if you're hearing from someone, because it could go both ways. You could think, oh, that was God, and it wasn't. Or you could think, oh, that wasn't God, and it was. So you better always, always seek God. Is this really from you? Yes or no? And another thing too, even if you don't hear God's voice, here's an example. If something keeps coming to you, like, not nothing bad to do, do you know what I mean? But I mean, like, something you know you should be doing that your flesh is fighting you on. Like, for example, fasting. If it just keeps coming to your heart and your mind, like, this fast, and you keep pushing it away, but it keeps coming back, that's a good indication God's telling you need to fast. You need to fast. So I just wanted to get on here to tell you guys these stories because we're not to take things lightly, guys. And this goes for me too. Like, I'm preaching to myself here right now. Like, this is serious. We got to behave. And we got to take God, we got to take things serious with God, you know. So anyways, that's all I feel to say. I love you guys so much. God bless.